Okay, fools, it's time for Bandcamp Friday, and I'm looking at my collection right now. It seems a bit like it needs some, yeah. So we're gonna do the filter with. I'm not going on a range filter, a wide range filter in my price range right now. So I'm gonna look at filter depending on what city that I want to find my black metal. So I'm You know what? I'm currently looking at Amsterdam is a pretty good place to play. Oh look, only 4 albums. Go figure. I've heard, I've heard the New York black metal scene's doing pretty good. So let's take a look at what they got. I'm pretty sure they might have something pretty good. Going off of artwork, that's got to be the first. That's got to be the first deal breaker. Sure. But I mean, what really actually is crappy artwork? I mean, who's judging artwork that much? Really, it looks like maybe I like this straight black and white stuff, but we're in Brooklyn right now. So, hey, if we find something good, then good. If we don't find anything good, then, well, we can mosey on over to Finland. That's where I would like to start and go, but probably not gonna be anything other than a last resort, as they always have distinct flavor. I like their style. I don't think there's much need to stray too far from what's in my wish list. There's really, I don't know. All right, now these track names. I mean, these are cool. Let's read the description on this one. Exploring black metal is something I'm always happy to share with the world. Description on this one says a shorter, more raw and militant effort focusing on the struggles of socialism within Ireland as well as medieval socialism. And with a 6-track EP, straight old English lettering, black and white. You son of a bitch, I'm in. Looks like all instruments, vocals, art is of a female IRA soldier. Only one problem, no lyrics. Tell you what though, um, I'll save the little snippets of having 1, 2, or 3 seconds, or 4 or 5 or 6 seconds of sampling others' music for the big leagues. Because these guys, they don't, they have no one's there to defend them if I snip it 5 seconds or 6 seconds of their songs. So I will save it for the big leagues where they have lawyers and people to blah de blah woody boo of the legal jargon. I will tell you this though. I will have to add this to my wish list as it's relevant to me. The themes are very relevant. And look at this, okay? Judging off artwork, we're balancing price range and artwork right now. And I'm gonna look at this artwork and just immediately say, I can't. I know I can't afford this album right now, or I don't want to spend that much time on this album right now. Oh, and then come to find out, I'm dead wrong. So whatever it is I'm in, I'm just no, never mind. Take that back. The minimum is higher than I wanted it, but still pretty cool. It's how much of this do how does anybody honestly other than me do this really? I mean, I directly relate to almost every single album that I'm opening up. So I'm brief with this. I'm skimming through, going as fast as possible. And I would like to fit this into a short, but if it's just like not going to fit into it, that's fine. But here we go. We're still in Brooklyn, guys, and this right here might be a good option. No. I hate to say it, but chances are, most likely, they're going to all be minimum of $1. So I'll take a look at stuff like this that I like. It's just a picture of a tree. The album's just called Demo. Doesn't get any better than that. But anyway, we're out of here. Let's check out Denver. I know very little of their scene. So, this album looking good. €7. Let's read this €7. Let's read this. Wacky shit like that. You know, nobody comments on it. Nobody comments on it. But I'm commenting on it right now. That why people are from Denver are collecting Euro. Maybe they're based out of Europe, but it doesn't say. These are um, well, never mind that. These are reasons that I have spots available for guests to sit and chat. Right now, I'm shopping. Here we go. This I need to have on my wish list, but I don't need to have it on my wish list because I'm just going to collect all the albums from in the collection. From within the collection. I think I'm already done with Denver, but for some reason I'm still looking at places like this where it's name your price. Oh, and I'm just going to add 50 cents in there. It's not minimum enough. Blah, 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 thinking out loud, talking out loud. This is me shopping, and speaking of me shopping, quick side banter. I was actually shopping in a real physical store recently, and oh look, they're doing a Venom cover. Huh? This must be a Venom tribute band. It is. 2 tracks. Weaponizer Live, tribute show about Weaponizer. Anyway, all these minimums are too high, but I'm into that tribute band. Anyway, as somebody said, I'm talking out loud. You know, it's just little shit like that. How do I feel about that? You know, I like that. That's how I feel about that. So here's another skim through, and we got our bags packed and are ready to leave. Whoa! This is when this happened. This is how this happened. Whoa! I'm. Oh. Oh, okay. That's just where I've been shopping for this band's albums. Okay, this isn't a new album. I swear, I literally shop at one source, get my primordial albums from one source. I see this, I think it's a new album, and it's not, so I'm freaking out there. That would have been, you know, in the title of this video, even. I would have even titled it, put it in there, but that's not going to make it into the title. This is just lazy afternoon content. You know, you're probably napping, want to hear some background noise, and so you put this video on. Okay, now we're getting into a little bit more, like, I could see these albums fitting my price range. Look at that. If I got 10 tracks for the price that I wanted, and I can't, €7. But if I did get that for that price, that'd be a steal, friends. You know, here's half the another track. Here's 5 tracks. 5 tracks for €5. Now, without going too deep into Dublin, I don't want to stay in Dublin too long here, but without going too deep into Dublin, I'm gonna find something on along the lines of, just a second ago I was just strictly black and white. Now I'm like using discretion on these band name font. Okay, now here we go. I'm not too crazy about the font, but when it fits into it fits into this album art. Hey, not bad. Let's check it out. Let's see if they go for my minimum. And look, what do we have here? Something that I always check. Not checking until after this time. And yes, this is yes, this is precisely what I needed. Okay, we're not leaving Ireland yet, but we're gonna check out different and right off of the bat. But first of all, right off the bat, this is stuff that I can't comment on here. But whatever, neither here nor there, never the matter. I gotta off any, start signing off anyway. But here we go. Just because of that, I'm leaving Ireland. We are now in England with. I'm literally just gonna look at no by looking at the band name. And how is that possible? How is that even possible? If it's within my price range, but there must be some. Here you go. It's Vlad the Impaler. 2 tracks. And half a pound. Yeah. And these guys will be. I think just because that last one was death metal, I'm checking now to see what this is here. So it's a lot of good information here, right? Cthulhu, Dracula, and I'm in because it's melodic. I just recently am in that kick where I need some more melodic in my life. So there you go. Here we go. Here we have it. Um, a little spent. I mean, this is literally just the goofiest album art you could ever imagine, but I'll take her for a test drive and see how it, uh, how it, how it happens to be. But yep, there's. I mean, what is that? Some kind of wax figure? Must be a wax. statue, whatever. Anyway, that's why I like interviewing these guys. You know, like I just reach out to them, say, hey, what is this? A wax statue? And then they just straight up don him and all this sparkling, glittery stuff. No filigree though. Look at just in a closing comment. Oh, you got the goblet, the flagon, all that, just donning all that expensive clothing, and yet, and also, I mean, that's a really badass guitar. There's whatever. I could talk about the guitar forever, but no filigree, no jewelry on the fingers. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm tapped out. Check out the if it's saying what their inspirations are. But it just says right here, this three-piece recently worked with a couple bands. Um, the theme of this album, this is what you would want to hear about, is the opening track to this short EP, two-track EP. I mean, this is a really short EP, two very short songs, and it's that it's some sort of history about. Wow, I mean that's got to be some very morbid history of Abbey monks, Whitby Abbey monks, hence their name, Whitby Abbey. All right, guys, I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna continue shopping and sign out of here. Thank you guys for watching.